Next, we have a very exciting duo performance. Our performers, Andrew Q. Kraft, class of 1991. Andrew is currently the CEO of Basics, a technology analyst firm. He's the former executive director of the Association of Internet Professionals, which grew under his care. Andrew's theater background began at HCRHS with the role of Pseudolus in A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum, in which he met his wife, co-cast member Jennifer Santos Kraft, who performed earlier tonight. In college at MIT, he performed in many shows and directed the Boston premiere of the musical Chess. He also shares his birthday with one Mr. Harry Kazman. He wanted you to know that. Tom Malloy, class of 93, a celebrity in his own right, was one of the leading role actors in the film Gravesend, presented by Oliver Stone. Recently, Tom co-directed, co-wrote, and co-starred in the film Getting Stiffed, which signed a distribution deal with Troma Films. He's had principal roles on Law and Order, Special Victims Unit, and Third Watch on NBC, and has appeared on many other TV shows. Tom is also a stand-up comedian, having headlined at Caroline's Comedy Club and Gladys's Comedy Room, as well as various clubs throughout New York and New Jersey. Now, Andy and Tom have one request before they go on, and that is that you guys show them a lot of energy and enthusiasm. So let's hear it. You guys ready? You guys pumped? Andy and Tom, hit it.
Too bad that a smart teacher like Harry has to go and fall in love with his own wife.
Benny, that is his weakness, and we should be tolerant because it is, I'm told, it's a worldwide weakness. Look! What's playing at the Roxy? I'll tell you what's playing at the Roxy. A picture about a Minnesota man fell in love with a Mississippi girl, then he sacrifices everything and moves all the way to Biloxi. That's what's playing at the Roxy.
What's in the Daily News? I'll tell you what's in the Daily News. A story about a guy who buys his wife a small ruby with what otherwise would have been his union dues. That's what's in the Daily News.
What's happening all over? I'll tell you what's happening all over. Guy sitting home by a television set who once used to be something of a teacher.
That's what's happening all over. Love is the thing that has victim.
And it looks like Harry's just another victim. Yes, sir, when you see a guy who reaches for stars in the sky, you can bet that he's doing it for some time.
When you spot a John waiting down the rain, chances are he's insane, as only a John can be for a change.
When you meet a gent, paying all kinds of rent for a flat that could flat the Taj Mahal.
Call it sad, call it funny, but it's better than even money that the guy's only doing it for some dough. When you see a Joe saving half of his dough, you can bet that he's making it for some dough.
When a bum buys wine like a bum can afford, it's a sin that the bum is under the thumb of some little fraud.
When you meet a mug, lately out at the jug, and he's still lifting platinum fully roll. Call it hell, call it heaven, it's a rumble 12 to 7, that the guy's only doing it for some dough. When you see a sport and his cash has run short, you can bet that he's banking it with some dough.
When a guy who wears tails with the front gleaming white, who the hell do you think he's tickling pink on Saturday night?
When a lazy slob gets a good steady job and he smells of Vitalis and Barbasol, call it dumb, call it clever, how can you get on forever? That the guy's only doing it for some dough, some dough. The guy's only doing it for some dough.
Next up, no, I'm not going to make any screen jokes this time. We have sisters Daria and Sharon Dragan. Daria graduated in '87, and while at HCHS, she performed in Guys and Dolls and South Pacific, as well as The Man of La Mancha. She is currently working as a professional singer. Her sister Sharon graduated in '83 from Lafayette College and then from Seton Hall Law School in '86. She has been a lawyer here in Flemington for the last 15 years and has her very own practice. She has been playing piano and organ in churches since she was here and still accompanies her sister Daria whenever she needs her. The Dragon Sisters.
Gee, Mr. Kazman, I've been studying opera for the last 10 years, and per your request, it was poignant that I sing Belly High. But before I begin Belly High, I would like to show the audience what I can do as an opera singer. La persona incanto dell'età mia nel canto sole per rapido sì, la sorte mia cangiò. Most people live on a lonely island, lost in the middle of a foggy sea.
This next performer needs almost no introduction, but I'm going to go ahead and introduce him anyway. Will Magalio, class of 1989, has kept with the music profession, receiving his bachelor in music from Trenton State College. After teaching for 3 years in Mountainside, he decided to return to the familiar halls of Hunterdon Central. He has just completed his 5th year here as assistant band director, assistant choral director, and orchestra director. He has worked closely with Harry as musical director of the Pit Orchestra, as well as accompanist arranger of the Jazz Cabaret. Will is honored to have had the privilege of working with Mr. Kazman as both a student and a colleague. Will Magalio.
I need to take this moment to defend myself. For those who didn't recognize the guy in the 1989 video of The Wizard of Oz, the kid with the key, the mayor of the Munchkins, that was me. I guess that was Ms. Batts and Mr. Kazman together. When they were first having rehearsals for that show, they had not yet cast all the supporting roles, and they were going through all the mini scripts called sides during the first or second rehearsal, and Mr. Kazman held up, going through farmer number 1 to farmer number 2. There's like 30 of them. And when we got to Mayor of the Munchkins, he's like, who wants to do Mayor of the Munchkins? Cricket, cricket, cricket. Totally silent. So I looked around and just, kind of as a joke, I said, I'll do it. And everybody laughed, and he just walked over and handed it to me. And it was fun. It was a great role, and I had a fun time doing it. It was really a blast. Cut to today. Every year there's a new freshman class that somehow finds their way into the central yearbook, and somehow finds that picture that's in the wall there of Mr. Magalio as the mayor of the Munchkins. Isn't that great? Mr. Magalio, Mr. Magalio. Thank you, Harry. No. Everyone's talking, so I feel I must too. Teachers are often also called actors because they are on stage many, many times in front of a very, very critical audience that you have to move. And I see that every day with a group of either 20 or 40 or sometimes 60 or 80. And Harry did give me my first experience in front of an audience, and it happened to be an audience of children with a children's play. So I am incredibly grateful for him allowing me that opportunity, not only to act, but also to perform, as I'm going to do right now. So thank you, Harry.
Thank you. Well, that's fantastic. I remember when he played that one when I was here at Central. Our next two performers, both graduates of the class of '89, are going to be reprising a number that they also performed during their years here at Central. Adrian Witzke was last seen this coming summer will be performing in The Loneliness of the Cotton Fields at the New York International Fringe Festival. Most recently, he filmed the Argentina feature film Inheritance. His theater credits include Private Wars at the Jan Hus Playhouse in New York, Cymbeline at the McCarter Theater, and Romeo and Juliet at the North Shore Music Theater. He is a graduate of Syracuse University. His counterpart, David Palmer, after living in various parts of New Jersey, Illinois, Nebraska, and California, David moved back to good old Flemington in January of '98. He currently works full-time for Merrick & Company in White House Station and still performs in local theater, including past productions of The Trial of the Century with Harry Kazman. David and his wife Stacia have two daughters, Evelyn 4 and Susie 8 months.
Sorry I'm late. Where am I supposed to work? Sorry I'm late. Where am I supposed to work? Sorry I am late. Where am I supposed to work? Sorry I am late. Where am I supposed to work? I'm not your waiter, he's over there. 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 Oh no, it's my pleasure, sir. Did it again, shoot. Oh no, it's my pleasure, sir, you stupid, ugly hog. I'm not your waiter, he's over there. I'm not your waiter, he's over there. To your right, to your left, up the stairs, down the hall. To your right, to your left, and there's the stall. That'll be $2, please. You'll have to go back. This window's closed, can't you read? You'll have to go back. This window's closed, can't you read? Next, this window's closed, can't you read? You'll have to go back up to 245 and ask for Mr. Schween. Marcia, how much for the family-sized petroleum jelly? 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 I'll go get my supervisor. I'll go get my supervisor. We've got no bags. 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 We don't make change. We're out of it. That's extra. That's extra. That's extra. That's extra. We can give rap anything. Rush can give rap anything. Rush can give rap anything. Rush can give rap anything. This scent is not for everyone. I only have 2 hands, ma'am. I only have 2 hands, ma'am. I only have 2 hands, ma'am. You don't have a credit card? Luttrans are just a spray. 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 Have a nice day. 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 Next stop. Change to.
So who put us up to that? I think he's in the house tonight. Thank you, Harry, for giving us some bizarre times and some really, really great times.
Fun times.
Yes. We became like brothers in the theater, as people have said. It's a family, and it really was. And that's got a great deal to do with you and Reva. Thank you.
And Harry, I just wanted to say that you were well aware of the family tragedy that I had when I was a sophomore in high school here. And the only thing that I knew to do was to come to the theater the night that my dad died. We were working on a show, and since that time, you have been pretty much my surrogate father. And I just wanted to say thank you, Harry Kazman.
We now have another special presentation and a very special reunion that's been choreographed very specially. Two old alumni, John Skolitz from class of '76 is going to be performing with Lisa Spicer from the class of '77. I'm going to tell you a little bit about them before I tell you what they're going to be doing. John has been acting all his life, a member of SAG and AFTRA. He's been seen and heard in numerous radio and television commercials, including for Kmart, Drug Emporium, Blue Cross, and Blue Shield, so you've probably heard his voice. He also appeared with a speaking role in the Patrick Swayze and Piper Laurie film, Tiger Warsaw. Aside from acting, John has also worked as a studio musician, playing both saxophone and flute for various musical recordings. Lisa, after graduating, studied with Carlo Minotti at Carnegie Center in New York City, did commercials, but perhaps it has been Lisa's artwork that has received more national and international attention. She'll be exhibiting at the Jacob Javits Center in New York City starting tomorrow. She is married to Lieutenant Ed Spicer, Brereton Township Police Department, and mom to 3 wonderful boys. Lisa would also like to say that the impact that Mr. Kate, and I quote, "The impact that Mr. Kazman made on my life has been the most impressionable one that any teacher has ever made. It is an honor to show my gratitude to Mr. Kazman this evening." And how Lisa is going to show her gratitude is by performing a number, or reprising a number that she had the pleasure of performing in 1976 when she played Nellie in South Pacific. Now, South Pacific is the only musical that has the title of, has had the honor of being produced 3 times during Mr. Kazman's 33 years here at Central. So performing as Nellie is Lisa and as Billis is John, but they will be accompanied by Kelly McPherson and Richard Rubin, both of the class of 2001 who played Nellie and Billis last year. Please welcome them.
My doll is as dainty as a sparrow.
Her figure is something to applaud.
Where she's narrow as an arrow.
And she's broad
Go stage. Our next performer, Katie Young, class of 94. She's going to be singing for you tonight. But she's also here tonight on behalf of her older sisters, Cindy, class of 91, and Tracy, class of 88, who were both active in the theater department here at Central. After graduation in 94, Katie was a soloist in a European choral tour and participated in an internship as a vocal coach in Japan. She now works as an advertising executive in New York and is returning to graduate school at the London School of Economics this fall. She will be accompanied by Brigitte Burley-Rotman. After graduating HCRHS in 96, Brigitte honed her piano talents as a music education major at Westchester University. She was the accompanist to the opera workshop, several community shows with 3 different theaters, as well as over 220 solo performances. She was hired as the primary piano talent on a cruise ship, and she's now married and a happy mother of 2. Brigitte will be accompanying Katie in singing, in reprising the song that she sang her senior year here at Devil's Cabaret. And welcome them.
With my soul.
I'm honored to introduce this next performer, Rob Klausnitzer, class of 1988. After he graduated, he went to Ithaca College, where he received a physical therapy degree. Meanwhile, he has continued to perform in local musical theater and opera productions. On June 19th, he will be married 2 years to his lovely wife, Beth. Rob lives in Center Valley, Pennsylvania, and works at Muhlenberg Hospital in Bethlehem, and he will be performing for us this evening, Soliloquy.
When I think of my experiences here on this stage, I have to think about a family, really, and headed by Harry Kazman, of course. He was a choreographer at that time, and he did everything else, the sets, the sound. I remember him always back at the soundboard. And there was Ann Sauerland behind the scenes as producer. There was Mr. Wimmer in the pit, who I know is listening tonight. And there was Linda Batts. Is she here tonight?
Yeah.
Where is she? In the back? Good. As with all close families, the thing I remember most is them all yelling at each other. It was great. You can't replace that memory. But Linda was here, Wimmer's here, Harry's there, and I just remember Linda, Harry! And Wimmer's yelling, Harry! Everyone's yelling Harry. And Harry was yelling something, but I didn't know what he was talking about. So it was a lot of great memories. And my fondest memories from high school, I would say, were right here on the stage. And it's all from them, the family. So let's give it a shot. I wonder what he'll think of me. I guess he'll call me the old man. I guess he'll think I can lick every other fella's father. Well, I can. I bet that he'll turn out to be the spitting image of his dad. But he'll have more common sense than his pudding-headed father ever had. I'll teach him to wrestle and dive through a wave when we go in the mornings for a swim. His mother can teach him the way to behave, but she won't make a sissy out of him. Not him, not my boy, not Bill. My boy Bill, I will see that he's named after me. I will. My boy Bill, he'll be tall and as tough as a tree. Will Bill, like a tree, he'll grow with his head held high and his feet planted firm on the ground. And you won't see nobody dare to try to boss him or toss him around. Potbellied, baggy-eyed bully will boss him around. I don't give a damn what he does, as long as he does what he likes. He can sit on his tail or work on a rail with a hammer or hammering spikes. He can ferry a boat on a river, or pedal a pack on his back, or work up and down the streets of a town with a whip and a horse and a hack. He can haul a scow along a canal, run a cow around the corral, or maybe bark for a carousel. Of course it takes talent to do that well. He might be a champ of the heavyweights, or a fella that sells you glue, or president of the United States. That'd be all right too. His mother would like that, but he wouldn't be president unless he wanted to be. Not Bill. My boy Bill, he'll be tall and as tough as a tree. Will Bill, like a tree, he'll grow with his head held high and his feet planted firm on the ground. And you won't see nobody dare to try to boss lived virgin with blood like water will give him a peck and call it a kiss and look in his eyes through a lorgnette. Say, why am I taking on like this? My kid ain't even been born yet. I can see him when he's 17 or so, and starting in to go with a girl. I can give him lots of pointers, very sound, on the way to get round any girl. I can tell him, wait a minute, could it be? What the hell? What if he is a girl? Bill. Oh, Bill. What would I do with her? What could I do for her? A bum with no money. You can have fun with a son, but you gotta be a father to a girl. She mightn't be so bad at that. A kid with ribbons in her hair, a kind of sweet and petite little tin type of her mother. What a pair! My little girl, pink and white as peaches and cream is she. My little girl is half again as bright as girls are meant to be. Dozens of boys pursue her, many a likely lad does what he can to her from her faithful dad. She'll have a few pink and white young fellas or two or three, but my little girl gets hungry every night, and she comes home to me. I gotta get ready before she comes. I gotta make certain that she won't be dragged up in slums with a lot of bums like me. She's gotta be sheltered and fed and dressed in a mess that money can buy. I never knew how to make money, but I'll try, my God, I'll try. I'll go out and make it or steal it or take it or die.
Thank you, Rob. Before we close up Act 2, and we do have a short, very exciting Act 3, so stick around, we'd like to invite Mr. Kazman up on the stage. It is such an honor for me to be here tonight. I would not have missed this for the world. This man has meant so much to me as a friend and a mentor and a teacher and a father and an inspiration and keeping me looking forward after all of my dreams. And there are just all the students and hundreds of lives that he has touched through his years here at Central, and we're not quite sure how to say thank you, but we're going to try. Tabby, we have a little something for him.
Next generation.
One of these two things is a gift. The other one, I don't think, we're going to part with tonight. Andrew and I graduated 10 years ago, believe it or not. And the past 6 years I've spent at the University of Hartford, where backstage I met a very interesting man. His name, oddly enough, he goes by Ox. And for lack of a better term, he is a career techie and set builder, which I guess would be nice. For those of you who don't like being on stage, it is an option. And Ox introduced me to a very unique group of people, men in kilts, actually. It's a bagpipe band, and I've learned two things. The first thing I learned is that men who wear kilts are secure in their masculinity. And the second thing I've learned is that any artist, no matter what they wear or what they do for a living, is very compassionate. And you've really given us a few things. In all the time we've known you, you've given us your family, you've shared them with us, you've given your time, you've given your skills, and you've given your love. And so, from all of us, we have a gift.
But first, a lot of people who walked across the stage today have gone on to theater careers or dancing careers or acting careers. I've not. I sold out. I went to corporate America. And I was sitting the other day and someone asked me, what was the most important thing you learned when you were going, when you were going through school? And I said, I learned, the most important thing I learned from my high school theater teachers. And as a case in point, we were having a conference just 2 months ago, and the night before the conference, the keynote speaker backed out. And it's there with the company, and everyone's freaking out, and they said, what are we going to do? And I said, I know, I'll go on stage tomorrow. And I could do that because of you. From the first day that Linda Batts convinced me to audition for one of Riva's plays, to that day when I had to go on stage in one of Dr. D's plays and my grandmother died in the morning, and you and Riva and Dr. D and Linda all helped me through that day and helped me perform and get on that stage, to coaching me through my first real performance monologue that got me all fives at Teen Arts, to giving me a chance twice to have leads. Not only did you teach me how to act, but you taught me how to give. And then, for the past 3 years, your shows have continued to inspire this one here, who I may actually be interested in theater, who knows. So, thank you. Thank you, Harry. So, the cast and crew have signed this poster of the show, in keeping with the tradition that was, at least when we were students, where we all used to sign the programs and pass them around. Here's a program of the show signed with the cast and crew, and we also have a card as well signed by everybody for you, Harry. Thank you for all the people here who you've touched, and for how you've touched me and my family as well.
A tribute to Harry Kazman. What a splendid event. What a fantastic teacher, person, and friend. I only wish I could be there with all of you live to celebrate together. About 27 years ago at Hunterdon Central High School, I was given the role of Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. It was like a dream come true for me. At the same time, it was a turning point in my life. I learned that two of my greatest loves, singing and acting, could really be combined. And from then on, I guess, I couldn't be stopped. Thank you, Harry, for being such a strong foundation and informing my adult life.
When all the clouds darken off the skyway, there's a rain I need to thank just a couple of people, then I'm going to let you get a break, and we got an incredible third act coming back. The only thing I can say about it is what I said in the program, you're not going to believe this. I want to thank Lauren Keating, my production assistant stage manager, who she has actually kept me alive through this process and made this whole thing possible for me because I couldn't handle it. I kind of burned out. And so thank you, Lauren. Thank you, Will McGallio, my best friend in the school. This man, I can't think of him as a student anymore because he's a colleague, but he's a friend. He's incredibly talented, as he's shown you, and I love him dearly. And I love everybody who has been on this stage, and I love all of you for coming. And I'm going to put one last commercial plug in. We're raising money for a scholarship. So if you have a little bit more left in your bank account after purchasing the tickets, which were ridiculously expensive to begin with, we could use another check. Feel free to be generous.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the fight of the century, the main event. The winner of this evening's bout will be the Emperor of Entertainment, the Sultan of Soul, the Master of Blues. All right, here on the left, the challenger, weighing in at a cool 175 pounds, at an age of 63 years, 62 years, the face with a base, the brilliant, bodacious Bushman! And on my right, the champion, the reigning heavyweight champion of the world, the Queen of Blues, the tremendous, the tumultuous Miss T. All right, enough. I want a clean fight. All right? No string pulling, no hitting below the bell. Ready? Begin!
learn their skills while growing up in the shadows of Lucky Daddy's Jewish treatment plan. Yes, they are brothers in a mad, cheeky sort of way. But tonight, together, they are the Blues Brothers!
Hi, my name is John Scaluzzi Blues. We're going to be playing some good blues music for you tonight. Hey. Not yet. I'll tell you when, okay? I'll tell you when. Play some nice blues for you. 1, 2, 3, 4! What's this? I hear there's been a whole lot of talk. People say they try to put the kid. Yeah. Tell them what you did. Call it what you want. I call it messing with the kid. Well, that kid plays hot, but hot don't pay. I say what I mean what I say. Yeah. Tell them what you did. Call it what you want. I call it messing with the kid. Look, the guitar solo. Call me a lover, call me a liar. I know I love to kiss till the day I die. Yeah. Tell them what you did. Call it what you want. I call it messing with the kid. Hey, Rob Wood. Yeah, Jake. You gonna mess with the kid? Nah, I'm not gonna mess with the kid. How about you, Ted? You gonna mess with the kid? How about you, Ben? You gonna mess with the kid? How about you people? You gonna mess with the kid? I thought so. A little harmonica solo! That's some blues music. Nice. Hey, wait. No, not yet. Stop. No, cut. No, not yet. Oh. Look, I'll tell you when, okay? Stop. It's in the music. I'll tell you when. Who started him? Was it you trying to mess with the kid? You over there. You trying to mess with the kid? It was you. You were trying to. Rich, you were trying to mess with the kid? Oh, you little sport. You trying to mess with the kid?
Hey, don't you call me a little sport. I don't even take that
His car, drive around the town, tell everybody, try to put it down. Yeah. Tell them what you did. Call it what you want. I call it messing with the kid. Again. One more time. With the kid.
Now, Jake is going to do a little song here about a lovely little filly he met at a geographical location just east of Alligator Alley and south of Three Bridges, I believe. It's called Miami.
Going back to Miami.
Going back to Miami.
Going back to my girl.
Going back to my girl.
I said I'm going back to Miami.
Going back to Miami.
Going back to my girl.
Going back to my girl.
Come on, baby. Sing along.
Going back to Miami.
Going back to my girl.
Going back to my girl.
I said I'm going back to Miami.
Going back to Miami.
Going back to my girl.
Going back.
I got some sax solo work here. Going back to Miami, sing along.
Going back to Miami.
Read it. Going back to my girl, nice and loud.
Going back to my girl.
I said I'm going back to Miami.
Going back to Miami.
Going back to my girl.
Going back to my girl.
It's Lucia Drum. Little over here. Teddy Scallucci sticks over here. And Tedward Scallucci blues on the master drummer. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Now sing. Going back to Miami. Going back to my girl. Going back to my girl. I said I'm hon toy I'm no toy I'm hon hon hon. Man, 1, 2, 1, 2, let's rock. Let's hear it for New York City, New York. Anybody from New York City in here, huh? Philadelphia, huh? Los Angeles, California. The Shattuck Station. How about the Shattuck Station? 3 Bridges, I know you're in there, huh? Flemington, New Jersey. Hunterdon Central Regional High School. Harry Kazman. 1, 2, 1, 2, let's go. Go back to Miami then.
Hey, Robert.
Yeah, Jake.
Do a little song first there, Robert.
Yeah, I want to do a little song here. Song by the Chips. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Hey, Baba Jigawaka. There, down a hum, Baba Jigawaka. Higher, down a hum, Baba Jigawaka. There, down a hum, Baba Jigawaka. Higher, down a hum, Baba Jigawaka. There, down a hum, Baba Jigawaka. Higher, down a hum, Baba Jigawaka. Not yet. Bow, bow, bow. Hey, Baba Jigawaka. There, down a hum, Baba Jigawaka. Higher, down a hum, Baba Jigawaka. There, down a never there Jigawaka. Higher, down a hit him in the way. Hair, down a hum, Baba Jigawaka. What do you call a locksmith that takes Rogaine? A Harry Keys man. Bow, bow, bow. There, not a hum, baba jiggle. Here, not a hum, baba jiggle. There, not a hum, baba jiggle. Here, not a hum, baba jiggle. Here, not a hum, baba jiggle. What do you call a zookeeper who cleans up after a road runner? A harried cage man. Bow, bow, bow. Hey, there, not a hum, baba jiggle. Here, not a hum, baba jiggle. There, not a hum, baba jiggle. Here, not a hum, baba jiggle. There, not a hum, baba jiggle. What do you call a male who sings at airports? A Hari Krish man. Bow, bow, bow. Hey, mama, come and jiggle. There, not a jiggle. There, not a hum, jiggle. There, not a jiggle. There, not a hum, jiggle. There, not a hum, jiggle. Who is one of the most beloved showmen and masters of spectacle the world has ever known? A tribute to humanity in his bringing of entertainment to the masses. Someone we all love and respect for his outstanding talent and brilliant daring. Harry Houdini. How about some blues music for you? Big Sasser. The Romanica. I'm a soul man. I'm a soul man. I'm a soul man. Let's get some people to sing. I'm a soul. Very good. Hello there. Mommy! I'm a caveman. I'm a caveman. Go ahead. Wait for it. I'm a caveman. Take that. I'm a caveman. I'm a caveman. Hut, hut. What a great audience you've been. We've had a terrific time. Few people we need to thank. We had this terrific sound man, Tim Klein, 1984. Our sound guy back there. Thank you, Tim. We have a great horn section back here. Great rhythm section. Soul machine. I want you to really give it up. Let them know you love them. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the... No! Get back! We're not done yet. Get back. No, you're not supposed to clap for yourself. They're supposed to clap for you! What an idiot. Come on, shut it up. All right, let's try this again. Don't clap for him anymore. That's kind of... All right, now let's introduce some of the players here. Red, Teddy Stick Scrooge over here. Jason Scrooge. Mike Goodboard, keyboard player, Jeff. Woo! At the time, my triangle player, Lloydie the Lobster Blues. And his assistant, Abby Ting Scrooge. Hey, that worked. All right, let's go around more. Let's hear it from my bass player, Bushman. John Sasser on guitar. Ken Stolitz, master drummer. I forgot somebody. Keep it going. Do you have a mic? Is it on? I just want to show you one thing I forgot to tell you, how nobody messes with the kid. Are you ready? You have a mic? Grab a microphone. Just to show you how nobody messes with the kid. Hey you, are you gonna mess with the kid? No. We forgot that part, but we'll let it go. All right, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna introduce my band for you. You ready? Rich, Matt, Lou, Eugene, Kim, Van, Rich, Matt, finish. 1, 2, let's go!
it on the back of the sign, which you will not see. Mike, Harry wants to come on. Your name, Harry, yeah. You did a great job, huh? Happy you foot goodness. Mike?
Look at the mess you left me.
Oh, my. Oh, man.
I'm from the class of 1971, and my name's Michael. Well, there's a couple of us who were here from the beginning when Harry first started, and in all those years, I've never seen the star get flowers. I have to say it to you, real quick. Tonight, we've gathered here to pay tribute to a man whose legacy you see before you. 33 years of excellence in the field of performing arts. The performers, stage crew, lighting, and sound personnel have brought together here are but a small representation of those students whose lives you've touched over the last 3 decades. After going through all the emails regarding this performance, it's truly remarkable what an influence Harry has had on all of us. I don't think it was so much that he envisioned us becoming performers, stage managers, lighting and sound technicians, or musicians professionally, but the fact that he gave each of us a shot at being special in our own right. The confidence that we gained from our individual experiences working with Harry has carried through the years and played a major role in shaping the persons that we've become. Isn't that what being a teacher really means? The poise and presence gained on Harry's stage has produced actors, singers, producers, musicians, teachers, doctors, even a pharmacist or two. In one way or another, we're all students here, whether it be a member of a production or learning to appreciate stagecraft as part of an audience. Regardless, Harry's been a teacher in the true sense of the word to everybody he's encountered. The production that we've been privileged to have been part of tonight is not only Harry's opus, it's his legacy. Not only have all of us that you see here tonight had an opportunity to honor a man who has touched all of our lives in ways that we'll never be able to repay, but it's given us a chance to turn back the clock and once again come back to the stage where it all began for us. The proceeds from tonight's show will fund a scholarship program that will allow future students the opportunities to pursue careers in the performing arts, thus allowing Harry's legacy to continue in perpetuity, such that he will continue to influence students at Central for generations to come. I can't think of a more appropriate bow than that for the finale of a show that's lasted over 30 years. I think one of the most important things that Harry's taught me personally was when you speak to a group, keep it short, to the point, and get out before you lose your audience. The group before you speaks for itself in terms of our love, respect, and admiration for everything that you've taught us over the years. We wish you nothing but standing ovations in all of your future endeavors. Thank you.
You still haven't learned how to spell it, John.